Hello viewers, track and field in Australia has gained a massive amount of attention over the last decade. Why and how has this happened? To understand the present, allow me to give you a quick history. Because of Australia's British roots, athletics has been part of the culture for generations. Remember, modern athletics was a British creation. Oxford and Cambridge universities have been competing against each other in track and field since 1864. Let's start from the 90s. Beginning in the early 90s and leading up to the hugely successful Sydney 2000 Olympics, Australia produced a golden generation of athletes who put the nation on a global high. Do you remember Kathy Freeman, Melinda Gaines-Taylor, Steve Hooker, Matt Shervington, Jana Pittman, and Patrick Johnson? Now let's fast forward to the present day. I'll say within the last decade, there have been outstanding performances at the Olympic Games, World Championships, and at Junior Champs. That's also thrust our athletes back into the spotlight. The Tokyo Olympic was a massive success, our best performance since London 2012. It gave us Nicola Olislager, who won silver. Nowadays you can't talk about elite women's high jump without mentioning her name. Then you have Peter Bowl, fourth in the 800 metre final. Kelsey Barber, bronze in the javelin. And who can forget Rowan Browning, narrowly missing out on becoming only the second Australian to make an Olympic 100 metre final since 1956. Also, we had a fourth place finish for discus thrower Matt Denny and fifth place finish for high jumper Brandon Stark. At the Paris 2024 Olympics, there were 18 finalists and 7 medals won, which is Australia's best result in track and field since the Melbourne 1956 Olympics. Then came the 2025 World Indoor Champs. Can you remember who scored silver? Yep, Lachlan Kennedy, whose sub-10 second race earlier this year has been watched by millions of people. Later in the same year, the World Outdoor Championships were held in Tokyo, where Australia sent a relatively young team, who are now constantly praised by sports commentators and talked about on social media. Their team included Claudia Hollingsworth 800, Cameron Myers 1500, Delta Amazovsky long jump, Mia Gross 200, and Joshua Azzopardi 100. Now to the obvious athlete to mention, Gout Gout. His achievements within the last 2 years has been the most significant factor in athletics in Australia being noticed tremendously around the world. His record-breaking times in 100 and 200 and his running technique, which is akin to Usain Bolt, at the same age, has made many pundits asking, is he the next Usain Bolt? Gout was part of the 68-member team at the 2024 Under-20 World Championships. These youngsters put the global spotlight on athletics in Australia by producing outstanding performances, including finishing second on the placing table. Here are some of their results. Delta Amazovsky, gold long jump, Tori Lewis, silver 200, Peyton Craig, silver 800, Claudia Hollingsworth, silver 1500, Cameron Miles, silver 1500, and Isabel Lewison-Rowe, silver high jump. In total, 14 medals were won. Last but not least, a significant contributing factor to this high is many more athletes have secured corporate sponsorships. This allows them to train as full-time professionals and not be burdened by financial stress. In summary, it's a perfect mix of athletes' performances, generational talent, and the growing hype surrounding the Olympic Games coming up in 2032 in Brisbane. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.